Come here. Let's answer this question together. Alright. So this question says, which pair of statements about diamond and graphite is correct? So I can pause the video and you try to answer the question. Well, as you do that, don't forget that our online classes, they are very much active. You can call me on that number, or you can send me a WhatsApp message or a text and I'll be able to respond to you. Alright, so we have both GCE and G12 classes. Well, we also have G10 and G11. You can also enroll for your child. So we have on our left hand side we have diamond, and on the right hand side we've got graphite. So it says which pair is correct. So we are finding a pair here which is correct about graphite and diamond. Now, what do we know about graphite and diamond? We know that all these two, they are molecules of what? Carbon, right? Let me not just say molecules, but let's say allotropes. They are allotropes of carbon. That means they are of the same make as carbon. They exist in a different form, but they are all made up. They all have carbon bonds in them. All right, so A says diamond and graphite are both pure carbon. They are both macromolecules. B says diamond and graphite can both be used as electrodes. Graphite is also used as a lubricant. While this part is true, yes, this part is true, but diamond and graphite, they cannot be used as electrode. Only graphite can be used as a what? As an electrode, not diamond. So this one's completely out. C says diamond has covalent bonds while graphite has ionic bonds. Well, they are all made up of carbon, and that means all bonds are what? Are covalent. So out. Diamond is hard with a high melting point. Graphite is soft with a low melting point. Yes, this is true. Even part A is also true. So depending on your answer, A or D, they are okay. So A is okay, even D is okay, based on what your marker decides. But as me who's answering this question with you, A and D, they are all correct. Diamond has a very high melting point than what? Than graphite. And diamond is hard, yes, and graphite is soft. That's why it's used as a lubricant. For example, in your pencil stick is made up of graphite with a low melting point. Yes, but that melting point is not as low as you think. It's quite high depending on the substance, because graphite can be used for different purposes. So it has got a low melting point, but which is high when you compare to other substances. But when you compare to diamond, it's low. Diamond having a high melting point because the bonds in diamond, they're quite stronger, such that it requires a lot of heat in order for those bonds to break, as compared to a graphite whose intermolecular forces are quite weaker, and because the layers in graphite are able to slide over each other, that means we need a very low melting point. Not a lot of energy is needed to overcome those weak intermolecular forces. I hope I've explained something to you. Yes, they are both macromolecules. They are big molecules of carbon, and they are both pure carbon. As I said in the beginning, they are allotropes of carbon. So A or D can be an answer. See you in another video.